I don't know. I mean, there's so many things. Maybe one person or one
How
video.
about when you know you're in a couple, you get kids. What happens when they're gone? Or let's just say some couples just be it, or with their with their significant other just because of the kids.
Totally disagree with that.
You totally disagree with what?
Just being with the other just for the kids.
So it happens a lot, very often. I'm not saying it's good.
Yeah, but then like I don't know. I think like in the end, the kids end up hurt. Like I don't know.
Well, I do believe that they do get hurt because then, say if I have a feeling like say if I'm not totally in love with you and I'm just in it with the kids, that means I'm gonna probably tend to disrespect a little bit more over some dumb stuff, right?
Right, but then like
And they see it.
yeah, I think they feel it. Like teach them like the pure love or
Yeah, I think it just sucks for the kids because they have to see all that, and then they're gonna think it's okay. So when they grow up, they'll probably be doing the same thing, just yelling at their significant other.
yeah, yeah, that is true. And then like what
But
happens?
they have to listen.
Yeah, they do. But then like what happens like once they grow up? When everybody says can't wait till they're 18, they're out the house and move them out, and then what? You're together for the kids. The kids move on.
Yeah, and I feel sometimes because the kids are around and you're so busy with everything that they had going, say they're in clubs or sports or anything, and then they leave, and then what do you do? That's pretty much what, like, I'm guessing the only thing they have in common.
And then after all those years, then they split up like all old.
Yeah. Well, the guy old because then the wife will probably go get boob jobs and all that and look all nice for the next dude. That's fucked up.
It's all right. Let them. They got to move on. But I mean, by then, you want to see your family grow. So I guess it just becomes sad. And I mean, we feel it, right? Our kids are in sports and we're so busy 7 days a week. And then we wish we had a break.
And then when that break
And
happens,
then they don't have a game and then we
we're
don't know
bored
what
as
to
shit.
do.
Oh yeah, I feel that one. I don't think that's gonna happen to us because we have a lot of stuff in common. That could be another thing that why people break up a lot.
Yep,
People don't have nothing in common.
that is true. And yeah, I mean, but sometimes, does it go hand in hand with like opposites attract? They're completely different.
But I'm pretty sure they have to have something in common. Because then, what would you guys talk about? Because if you talk to me about, say, ballet, I'll be gone after the first word.
You're never going to come back. Yeah, but I think that's part of like the communication or wanting to get to know someone or, right? Like, I wasn't the most athletic and I didn't understand sports, but, watching it with you and then learning, like, understanding, just all of a sudden I become the biggest football fan or the soccer fan or boxing fan and
Oh
want to
yeah,
see everything.
oh yeah. I totally agree. Because before you ain't know nothing. Like you thought, when I played soccer, I'd kick a baseball.
Really? Oh, oh my God. Not true.
No, but okay, yeah, I was just joking, but it is true. Like, yeah, you've came a long way because now you're even coaching my kids, and you've never played soccer in your life,
I know.
and now you're telling my daughter or my boy they're offsides or what they did wrong or they could have done this. It's cool.
Or like when you play and you're like, okay, tell me what I did wrong. Like, where did I mess up? Other than with this age not running fast enough, getting tired after one sprint.
Wow. I'm out of here. Okay, but yeah, that's not my fault. Age caught up to me, and yeah, it sucks. But that's life. But yeah, I'm to me having nothing in common. Like I'm pretty sure like people do hobbies
But
and just are total separate from their house,
yeah,
and they only go to bed together. Or some even pretty sure some people just sleep on separate beds.
well, that would be weird, right?
I don't know. Sometimes I like the extra room.
Oh, so you want to sleep in a separate bed?
No, I'm just joking.
I mean, okay, but
Don't take that literally.
but I think like that's what's helped us last these years, right? Like the willingness, like being interested, wanting to learn, like watching the sports or the fighting. Like, hey, like let me do something that you like to do, and then we can do it together, or vice versa. I mean, I'm not asking him to go watch an opera or anything,
Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to do that.
but I like to go dancing. Not like you care to dance.
No, but
I
hey,
mean, you can dance, but you
but I
don't care
learn.
to.
I to
But
me,
you
I
go
don't
with me.
I don't
I
really care
like it.
about dancing, but I rather just sit back and listen to music and drink my beer. I know you love to dance, so I learned how to dance. And I'm gonna say I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah,
I could shake this bum bum.
yeah, you can. Your hips don't lie.
What do you think would be another one that couples end up breaking up for?
No, I mean like not not being respectful to each other, or like kind or generous or thoughtful, appreciative. Like I don't even know which word. Like it's kind of all in one.
I agree. Yeah.
Right? Like sometimes people do stuff and then they feel like underappreciative or not saying enough thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a big time. Cause yeah, sometimes like I do feel bad sometimes when you're doing something. I used to caught myself that I used to do it a lot that I wouldn't thank you for a lot of stuff. But lately, I think I've been doing it more. Even when you're cooking, when after we eat, when you make a good meal,
Like every time, right?
I say thank you for cooking.
Oh, so I'm gonna count those thank yous. Anytime I don't get a thank you, it's a horrible meal. No, I'm a damn good cook.
Of course you are, baby.
Took me a few years to get there, but
Yeah, I think being taking not taking someone for granted is a big thing. Like that's something that people have to do because when people don't feel they're being taking each other for granted, you start feeling what not mad, but what's that word? Like towards the other person.
I don't know, resentment, maybe
That
anger.
that just because you're trying to do all this stuff and then you don't feel like the other person actually appreciates everything that you do.
I guess that's where I say like everyone's used to saying 50-50, and I don't know that if I agree with that model anymore. Like for me it's more 100-100. Like it's all or nothing, but it's why only get to halfway and feel like you've done enough when you can just go all the way. Like it's 100-100. Like give it your all.
I'll give you 45.
But you wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't be talking right now about year 21. But it wasn't like that, right? It took a while.
Yeah, it took a while. It's a changing generation because we grew up with men being machos and the woman doing everything. It's changing, and guys have to change. And yeah, we have to do a little bit more, just a little bit. Nah,
No,
100, 100.
100. Yeah. It's no more 50-50. Like we all cook, we clean. You know, Hector here loves to cook and makes a huge mess. He wants to pour some salt on his food and it goes everywhere but the food.
Not true.
biggest mess in the world. But then, I'll help clean up, or vice versa. If I'm cooking, he'll help clean up. The cleaning, the cooking, just everything.
And plus, I think like once you start showing more appreciation towards the other person, it's something that catches on. Like if I'm thanking you this, thanking you for that, saying, "Oh, you look beautiful," you'll probably hopefully tell me the same thing, like I look beautiful one day.
You look beautiful. Yeah, like that is super key. Like I always talk to friends or even other women when they're like, don't feel that way, or they don't get as many compliments. And it's true, it's important. I mean, I know every time we go out and I dress up, you always tell me. So the one time you don't, like, I walk by again, like, did you see me? Did you miss me? I maybe didn't see.
Or maybe you got to tell me, listen.
Yeah, there you go.
And I read this somewhere too, because you know how guys are guys. So pretty much from what I read was that I forgot who said it or whatever. It says when a man opens a car door for his wife, it's either a new car or a new wife. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah, because guys are guys. Guys are just gonna show the appreciation in the beginning, and it fades out. Most guys are like that.
That is true.
Because
The first year is always the best of
when was the last
everything.
time I opened the door for you?
I don't know. I think like 10 years ago.
It's because we had a new car.
Not true, not true. I mean, special occasions, right? Anniversary, you decide to take me out on a day. It still happens. Not every day, but it still happens.
But see, so that way you can appreciate it. What if I open the door every single time? You can be like,
One day you might forget about me in the car. I'm going to wait till you open the door.
you like forgot how to open doors.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me that, I know some people are raised that way. Like that's what gentlemen should do and stuff. And that's great. We teach our kids that. But, I mean, not really huge on there. Like I'm happy with the times it does happen.
Well, of course, it's like like I still have a saying like when you give someone flowers every day, they're gonna lose their power. So that's why I only give you flowers like once, twice a year. So when you do get them, like ah,
And it's not Valentine's ever, just to make that clear.
what, for your flowers?
Yeah, that isn't the 2 times a year.
For your birthday? No, not even for your birthday. I just have a cat and I just throw a dart whenever it lands. That's the day I'm giving you flowers.
Right. Happens more than 2 times a year.
I could say another reason why people break up. Well, first is I don't know how. Like, say if the other person is just a total mess.
Like Hector. Who are we talking about here?
Ha. But then I'm thinking about like, well, then why you get with that person in the first place?
Oh, because in the beginning they're just charming you. You don't see.
Well, that is
You don't
true.
see the mess or the bad things.
True.
You just see all the great stuff.
Yeah, because I have a feeling. Well, I know for a fact is you don't know the other person until you actually live with them.
That is true.
Because that's when you start seeing all the bad habits. Pretty much the real person. Like me.
Like your dirty clothes.
What? What's wrong with my dirty clothes?
They were making it in the dirty laundry basket first. And then they make it just to the bathroom floor. And then I move the laundry basket closer to the bathroom door. And it still doesn't make it in there. Yeah, that happens.
No, see, that's like my workout clothes, and they have to dry before I put them actually in the dirty basket. If not, everything in the dirty basket is going to end up wet.
Oh, I didn't know that it takes 4 to 5 days to dry out.
I sweat like a motherfucker.
Oh, God.
You act like you don't know.
Hey, but that's part of like the whole compromising and stuff, right? Like instead of nagging you 100 times, like I move the laundry basket place from one side of the room, like closer to the bathroom, like hopefully.
Yeah,